Hi everybody, coming at you from the greenhouse today because it's windy and cold out there. And it's kind of appropriate to the subject of the day. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about wildcrafting and gardening in urban areas. Thought I'd take a quick minute first to mention that we got our website up and running. ziaenergetics.com is out there now. I've got articles, movies, raw links, local links, all kinds of stuff for you there. I hope to be bringing you tons of information about homeschooling, raw food, home birth, other modes of nutrition and health like homeopathy, herbalism, and basically just trying to prepare people with as many tools in their tool belt as possible to move forward in a harmonious way with the earth. That's part of the plan of Zia Energetics, is to create a community and a support team for people who want to create a new way of living on earth, a way that is resonant with nature and that ultimately is better for our health and happiness as well. So enough on that. Just wanted to speak about urban gardening a little bit. A lot of people in urban areas don't really have a yard. If you do have a yard, that's a great place to start. You can create what I like to call food forests, and that's actually a term coined by the whole permaculture movement, that is essentially where you go out, and if you go out into nature, you see that in a forest you have a guild of plants. You'll have a tree that has, a fruit tree perhaps, that has, shrubs underneath it that are also edibles, that have herbs and grasses and things underneath them. And it goes up in stages. You have different layers of the forest. So a food forest is basically creating a forest out of all edible plants. And if you have a small yard, you can get a lot out of a small area this way, and you don't have to plant year after year your annual veggie garden. You can still reserve a little plot, but that way you can have medicinal herbs, rosemary. You can have basil and mint. Basil is more of an annual, but your basic perennials, raspberries, goji berries, etc., all growing in your property, and you can harvest from that. Another technique, if you don't have that space in your urban area, is you can just grow in pots in your window. The plants just basically need an ample amount of light and water, and of course you're going to want to get a good organic potting soil so that you have good organic veggies, and because the plants do take up those nitrates and petrochemical toxins and stuff. That's one way. You can also, if you have a balcony, you can put pots out on your balcony, but you may not have any access to any light at all. And if that's the case, I suggest checking into urban wildcrafting, which is basically learning plants that are planted out in the urban area, in private gardens, and in public areas too, but you have to be careful. It's very important when wildcrafting to harvest from clean areas. You want to go where it's not heavily sprayed, or where it's getting runoff from a parking lot or the road, where some of those chemicals and stuff will be working into the food. So the main thing with that is get some field guide books that are appropriate to your region, and just start experimenting. Walk out around parks or in your friends' gardens, or if you can get out of the city. Some of us live close enough to nature that you can just drive 30-40 minutes, an hour, and go out and go test your skills in the forest. And the beauty of wild crafting food is that it's completely natural, it's high in nutrients, vitamins, medicinal properties, and it's completely free. And so that's another issue I wanted to speak to, is how the raw food movement is a wonderful thing. Many people are healing in their bodies. I highly suggest lots of raw companies and their products. However, it's not accessible to everyone. Being of someone coming out of kind of a low income experience, you need cheap solutions, and you know, doing raw food, even if you're eating conventionally, yeah, that's fine. Just try and make it raw. Wash your veggies real well. Get some good Castile soap and clean them off real well. You know, get into wild crafting. Find wild dandelions. Everybody knows what a dandelion looks like. Everyone can start with that. So that's a few techniques and tips, and I hope that helps. And please visit our webpage, ziaenergetics.com, and give us your comments, suggestions. I really want to make the place interactive over time as I learn to do the web stuff, so that you guys can add recipes. There can be a forum about homeschooling or home birthing or wildcrafting in your community. Yeah, any comments are appreciated, and as usual, much love. So welcome to our house. Everybody, just wanted to show you our little version of the indoor potted garden. Here I have a lime tree and a ginger plant and a couple aloe plants and a banana here, and we're gonna harvest a little aloe here and give you a little quick how-to make a homemade aloe vera juice that you can throw in your smoothies. Alright, we're in the kitchen here now, and my beautiful Hannah is going to show you how to process your aloe here. You want to peel out that outside layer, because that has the aloin in it, which is a mild to somewhat strong carcinogenic. See that yellow juice on the plate there? That's kind of the stuff we're looking to get rid of. So we're going to start by peeling it and getting that gel out. And after that, we're going to wash it, rinse it in water, just to get any remaining aloin out. And then we're just going to blend it up in our handy dandy Vitamix. Wonderful thing that it is. Vitamix is great for anyone considering the raw food diet. It's just having green smoothies every day makes it so easy just to whip up a meal, you know, at a moment's notice. So we're going to use this aloe juice that we're preparing here in our smoothies in the next few days, just to help our bodies out a little bit. Little tidbits about aloe. Aloe is good for detoxifying the body and the blood. It cleans your colon and soothes your digestive tract and improves circulation. And it's also an antimicrobial, antifungal, antiviral. So lots of good reasons to ingest aloe, especially if you're having any kind of digestive issues. The kids had a little bug of the belly, so we thought we'd just hedge our bets here and have ourselves some aloe. So that's that, and we'll show you the finished product here of the peeled aloe in a minute. Alright, so now we have rinsed this so you can see it's clean of all that yellowness. It's got a little bit of green clinging on, but that's fine. And then we're just going to put it here in the Vitamix. And a good way to use this is, like I said, it's just good to throw into smoothies. I find if you put bananas in, that covers it pretty well, or pears. So you can just add some berries, some pears and bananas and aloe juice, maybe a little lettuce, and spin it up, and you've got yourself a delicious, high nutrient, digestively delicious smoothie.